I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
So this is a paid request from Frame by Frame. Thank you so much for that. For people who want to request pretty much any type of video, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. What the hell was this movie? What the fuck? I got a lot of questions. Why make a movie where we're trying to relate to a puppy killer? Because if this is a prequel to 101 Dalmatians, Cruella de Vil, she would try, like, to murder puppies, and we're going to try to relate to a puppy killer. And she's sympathetic. It's girl power. The power of the snatch. It's the power of the night. The cooches call in. Why does this film want to be a wannabe Joker? Why does a Cruella de Vil film need to be 2 hours and fucking 13 minutes? Do we really need a Cruella de Vil film that's 2 hours and 13 minutes? Where she's not even that cruel or evil or wicked in the fucking movie. I have seen episodes of Jerry fucking Springer more wicked than anything in this fucking film. The fucking bad guys in Home Alone, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, were more evil and wicked than Cruella de fucking Vil in this. Because the movie doesn't want to make up its mind where we're going to turn her evil, but then not really. But we're going to turn, but not really. So they never fully commit. See, Disney, it's obviously wanted to have another Joker, or their own Joker. And I like Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. But that one actually committed into what the fuck he wanted to do. It's a shorter film. It's a better made film. It doesn't feel as bloated and as overlong and as slow as this movie. Where it wants to be The Devil Wears Prada, and I don't even give a fuck about The Devil Wears Prada, but if you love Devil Wears Prada, here you go. I think one of the writers wrote that, I don't remember. It's more about fucking, like, fashion shows. Cruella de Vil was her fucking mom got pushed off a fucking cliff by fucking Dalmatians. A bunch of, like, 3 CGI Dalmatian dogs pushed her mom off a fucking cliff and fell into CGI land. And I bust up a fucking gut laughing. arrested. I'm like, what the fuck, really? Someone, that's like if Batman's parents got murdered by bats. Literal bats. They flew in their rings, they put out little teeny guns and shot him. What the... It goes through her as a kid. And this is like, hey, you remember Joker? What if that was Cruella de Vil and it was a whole heaping of girl power? Surprised it doesn't have the fucking Spice World soundtrack. It's got every other fucking song from the 60s, 70s. It's got The Doors. It has Hush, Hush. Remember that song from I Know What You Did Last Summer? Well, the original version of that song was in this. Na 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 na. I'm waiting for the fucking guy with the hook to come in and kill Cruella de Vil, hook her ass from her snatch. Might as fucking well. It ends with the Rolling Stones. Allow me to introduce myself. Pleased to meet you. Don't you know my name? I mean, the whole Cruella is cruel and evil and devil. That's the whole point of the fucking name. And she doesn't exhibit that at all. As I'm watching this film, I'm like, how is she evil? The main thrust of the plot is her to get revenge on this evil bitch played by Emma Thompson, who murdered her mom. Because she set the dogs on her mom. So it's someone to get revenge on the person that murdered her mom. How is this? What does Cruella do in this film that exhibits any amount of evil? What? Even by the end, it's not like she even murdered or killed. No, she got the fucking bitch arrested and faked her death because she got her Emma Thompson to push her off a cliff, and her dress happens to have fucking parachutes. And she parachuted to get her framed for a murder she didn't commit. That's not even evil. That's, hey, if you went up with a gun and shot in her face, I'd be like, okay, well, she killed your mom, so, you know. Charles Bronson maybe could be proud. But no. Again, if you want to compare yourself to Joker movie, look what Joker did. Okay, you felt sorry for him, but it actually had an arc, a path, and it committed. It was R-rated. He went from self-defense to vengeance to murder. He's on the train. He saved himself. And then in the apartment and killing some people in the apartment, that was a bit of vengeance because what they did to him in the past. And then killing Robert De Niro's character, that was murder. On national TV. And then by the end, he is Joker. And the people rioting praise him and he loves it. And then you get the idea, maybe he murdered the orderly. Maybe the entire fucking thing was his mind. That's up to you. That's why I honestly think they don't need a Joker 2. Because any ambiguousness of the ending will be ruined because they have to pick a direction for the story. So if you think it's this, but it's really this, then I don't think you need a Joker sequel. I think it's a good standalone film. Not every fucking film needs a sequel. But yeah, Disney... You know, they didn't want to commit. It's like, well, no, she's not too mean. She's not too evil. It's Cruella de fucking Vil. She's a kid who got picked on, but she stood up for herself. Because girl power. And she's with her friend who's girl and black. She's not that bad as a kid. She gets into trouble, but she's rambunctious and she defends herself. I am woman, hear me roar. She fucking says that. She fucking says, I am woman, hear me roar. I'm not joking with the girl power shit. That's girl power. Not Cruella de fucking Vil. What's next? Making Freddy fucking Krueger sympathetic? Yeah, I know I killed a bunch of kids, I murdered them, and maybe molested them, but when I was a kid, I don't need to see the sympathetic journey of Freddy Krueger. I don't need to see the sympathetic journey of a puppy killer. Even then, it's like, if you knock off her name and a couple appearances by Dalmatians, you could call this any fucking movie. You could call this The Devil Wears Prada Part 2. The Devil Wears Prada Origins. You could call it any other fucking title. But hey, this gets all the praise for some reason. I mean, am I saying the acting is bad? Emma Stone as Cruella, Emma Thompson as this Baroness, who is really our villain. Mark Strong, good actor, he makes an appearance. No, the acting is not bad. It has garish costumes. It has sets that they try to put some budget on the screen. Because they thought a Cruella film deserved $100 to $200 million budget. I'm sitting here going, why the fuck would you make a Cruella de Vil movie with $100 to $200 million budget? Just why? Why? I don't know why. That's like me making a Jafar origin. Give me $100 million, I'll make a Jafar origin, but he was abused when he was a kid. Who gives a shit? So she's a kid, she's picked on, but she stands up for herself. They have to move somewhere. The daughter apologizes to her mother. They go to this mansion. The girl sneaks in, looks at this gown party, awestruck, is kicked out. She likes her dogs as well. She has dogs throughout the entire fucking film. It's not like she ever hits the dog, kicks the dog, yells at the dog. No, she has a dog throughout the entire fucking movie. And even as an adult, has like a... Not only does she have a dog, but her two friends she meets as a kid, they have a fucking dog. So they even make her a dog lover. Cruella de Vil, character that I thought, wanted to skin dogs for their fur. That's all she cared about. But this is a new interpretation. Well, your new interpretation sucks dick. Puppy dog dick, or Marmaduke dick, or what the fuck dick. Dog dick. Doggy style dick. I don't... So then, that's where she sees her fucking mom pushed off a fucking cliff with CGI dogs. There's more CGI dogs than real dogs in this movie. Once in a while, they have a real dog doing something, but a lot of times, they just make them CGI dogs. Have you forgotten how they train dogs? Go watch a fucking Benji movie. Once in a while, it's a real dog, but a lot of times it's CG dogs. I'm like... It says that when fucking Benji movies have more merit than you. I mean, Benji could be a badass, fought off animals to protect these other smaller animals. Benji, what, the hunted or whatever. So after her mom, her CGI mom is attacked by CGI dogs, and she falls off a CGI cliff, and I laughed my ass off. But I was supposed to... She doesn't even hate Dalmatians, really. You think that would... No, because her dialogue, she blames... She doesn't say, I hate Dalmatians, and go on pontifications of hating Dalmatians, or she sees other innocent Dalmatians and wants to throw rocks at it, or yell at it, or, get away from me, tries to hit him. No, doesn't do any of that shit. It just, oh, this poor girl with her little dog, she meets two other kids who are homeless, and they get together, and they start living together, and you have a bunch of, they have more fucking songs in this movie than Suicide Squad. And then she's adult, and then they steal, but hey, they steal, but at the same time, they're not too bad, but they steal. And then they get her a job at this store, and she dresses up a mannequin. Hey, we like what you did. Work for Emma Thompson. And then it becomes, is this a sequel to Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead? More, she gets a job working for fashion. Turn around, turn around. I feel fine. I don't. I'd rather eat a piece of Boontown pie than watch this movie again. Turn around, turn around. A kick in the ass. Turn around, turn around. Kick in the dick if it has one. It's fucking boring. It was so dull, so long, so boring. I'm watching the clock tick away. I'm like, this is fucking over 2 hours? This is almost 2.5 hours. Cruella de fucking Vil film. 2.5 fucking hours. 2 hours and 13 minutes. Close to fucking enough. You're cursing a lot. Because I'm fucking pissed. Because why the fuck was this movie made? What the fuck was the audience for this? Why? I mean, so she gets a job with working Emma Thompson. Then she sees the necklace that she has a kid, so she remembers, oh, that's killed my mom. So get my two friends, and we're going to steal the necklace, and then we're going to fuck with her, because we're going to destroy her. I guess that's evil. Yeah, the woman that killed my mom, I want to mess with her. How's that evil? I guess that means, Paul Kersey is evil. Dirty Harry is evil. Kevin McAllister is evil. Well, his family wasn't murdered. That'd be a different Home Alone sequel. The R-rated reboot of Home Alone. And then she, by day, works as Estella. Different hair color, glasses. By night, she's Cruella. Skunk hair, wearing these dresses, lights this fucking cigarette or whatever. The fire beams out to reveal her red dress. People liked her. She shows up to functions and parties where the Baroness is at. I keep saying Baroness, I keep wanting to think it's G.I. Joe. Cruella, is she the future? Look at her gowns. Oh my gosh, she pours stuff out of a dump truck. And she's dressed up in newspapers. I mean, I could fucking do that. And her gown is as big as a fucking swimming pool. And she's laughing and she's hanging off the dump truck. And people think this is good. Even in the movie, they think this is good. Songs like, should I stay or should I go? Go and get the fuck out of my face. Both to Cruella and the fucking movie. You don't get it. What am I supposed to get? Cruella de Vil is not evil. And then even as sympathetic. I just don't give a shit about the story. I don't think it needs an over 2 hour running time. To tell her fascist story about making all these dresses. She steals 3 Dalmatians. Then does nothing against them. And then nothing happens of that. She steals them and that's it. Now, if you don't make a dark R-rated Cruella and she steals the Dalmatians and then they bite her and then she snaps and she remembers what happened to her mom and she kills them, wears them as a dress and fucks with, psychologically, she sees this, maybe she tries to put 2 and 2 together but she can't prove anything and this is evil incarnate, okay. Not say it'd be a good movie, but at least you'd have a point. What's the point of this? We don't take this evil female villain and we don't make it this beacon of girl power. Really? Of all characters, you don't mate with her? I just don't get it. It leads to, at one point, Emma Stone as her Estella persona making up this dress that Emma Thompson lights. It goes into a vault. They open up the vault. You realize that the dress is the eggs for all these bugs that fly out and fucked up all the other dresses in the vault. Emma Thompson finds Cruella ready to burn her up. She gets saved. Mark Strong helps her. Tells her that you're the daughter of the Baroness. Ooh, twist. See, the woman that died wasn't really her mom. She's the maid that cared for her because her real mom, the Baroness Emma Thompson, threw her away. Want nothing to do with her. And then she gives this fucking dialogue about, I was born brilliant and I was born bad. You haven't been that fucking bad. Where is the bad? What parts of the bad? Oh, she didn't give her two buddies recognition. Ooh. That's almost as bad as someone reaching up and breaking my pencil in front of me. Ooh. Fucking school. I mean, I've heard more worse shit at a goddamn Call of Duty playthrough. When you're live. So then makes up the plan so that pushes her off the cliff and people think Emma Thompson murdered her. Estella is dead. Now it's just Cruella. She didn't even hurt the dogs. The two dogs, you know, the Dalmatian dogs she gives away. I guess that's going to lead to 101 Dalmatians. But she doesn't seem like she hates the dogs. Or hates any dogs. So, like, what the fuck is that? I don't get it. It's just boring, it's dull, it's bloated, it's... inconsequential, and it doesn't want to commit to anything. To me, she never really... Emma Thompson was more Cruella than Cruella de Vil was. Emma Stone's Cruella... yeah, Emma Thompson was like the real Cruella de Vil. It's like she was playing Cruella de Vil. Only they gave the name to Emma Stone's character. You don't get... What the fuck am I supposed to get? Is the acting bad? No. There's some really wanty CGI. I don't give a shit about the costumes. I don't give a shit about the sets. I could throw a rock and hit a film that has great looking sets. Doesn't save the movie. So yeah. This whole idea behind the film confuses me. I mean, you could easily take 30 minutes out of this film. Easily. Know what the fuck you want to commit to. If you want to commit her to being a sympathetic hero, don't give her these dialogue, I'm born brilliant, I'm born bad. If you want to make her evil, then make her fucking evil. But to me, in my opinion, they didn't do that. Ease down on the fucking songs. Don't try to have a race with Suicide Squad with how many fucking songs you put into a flick. I don't know what else to say. So with that said, fuck this movie. I never want to see it again. It felt so long. Just like this review. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.